Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, words to my brethren all around the world watching this video. Hope you're having a great day today, wherever you're at, tuning in. Do yourself a damn favor, hit the subscribe button, and I'm surely you won't be disappointed. Let's talk about it. Fury Wilder, still getting our thoughts in about that fight. Because a lot of things have happened since the fight ended, and there's still a lot to talk about before we even get to this weekend's fight. So we're going to cover all the bases here on True School Sports. Deontay Wilder, man, like interesting stuff. So yesterday when I was on Facebook, scrolling my news feed, and I remember I forgot who it was that said this, but a friend of mine on Facebook made a post about, I guess, how on Deontay Wilder's last Instagram post that fans were just in the comments firing him up because he was being delusional on Instagram. And I went to go check it on Instagram, but I couldn't check it on my Instagram because I forgot that this ass clown blocked me 3 years ago. Wilder blocked me 3 years ago because he, after Fury had beat Klitschko, ironically, after Fury beat Klitschko, he said that now that Klitschko's the champion, he's the greatest heavyweight. I thought like he was trying to take away from Fury's moment at the time, so I got mad at him and said he wasn't a top 5 heavyweight, and he blocked me. And so it is what it is. He was sensitive. It still is. Anyway, Deontay Wilder, he pretty much like went on Instagram, and I wanted to go check for myself just to make sure that what this person on Facebook was saying was true. He went on Instagram, right? And he basically gave his account of the fight. So here's what he said. I'll read it to you guys verbatim. I'll leave it in the comments below so you can read it for yourself and come to your own conclusion. Here's what he said. He said, I quote, Los Angeles Staples Center, Showtime Boxing, and all the fans around the world that supported this David versus Goliath fight. It was an amazing fight, and I wanted nothing but greatness to come from this. The fight lived up to the hype more than ever. When you put the best against the best, exciting things happen. I take nothing away from this fight, but we won this fight. To beat the champion, you must dominate the champ, and to me, I was the more aggressive fighter and landed the more effective punches. You saw the best Fury, but you did not get the best Wilder, and I still managed to get the job done. This event brought more pressure than I expected. I just wanted the best for boxing here in America and boxing in general, in which led me to get overly anxious to knock his head off. So I abandoned the game plan. Did the count start 3 or 4 seconds too late, or was the count too long is the question many are asking and debating. The ref, Jack Reese, is an amazing ref in which I've had the pleasure to work with on several occasions, and he did a great job at the end of the day. Boxing wins, and the fans are the real winner, and I can't wait for Wilder Fury 2 to end the controversial talk around the world once and for all. Love, love, love to all my fans. Blessings, and see you guys again soon. Champ, Bomb Squad, and still. So that was Deontay Wilder's take on the fight. It is also worth noting that since this post, he's went on a whole media tour. Like he was on Colin Cowherd's talk show, which is on Fox. He was on that one show with Jason Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley. I don't know any of it, but he was on there. He's been on a bunch of like Fox Sports TV shows, so he's getting a lot of publicity, and he's saying the same thing in all of his interviews. He's saying like, oh well. I was 209 pounds on fight night. I gave up 40 pounds. I was a smaller man. I was backing him up. I was more aggressive. I got overly anxious, yada, yada, yada. And it's all BS, man. It's all BS. Wilder fought. Yeah, he had some fantastic moments in the fight. We're not going to sit here and try to take that away from him. He showed his brilliance in his own way, his own way, his own style. He showed his own brilliance. And he fought the fight that worked for him. I didn't think he won, but he fought the fight that worked for him, and it produced some magical moments. So you can't take that away from him. But you lost. You got clinically outboxed. Even with 2 knockdowns, you got dominated in so many rounds. Didn't matter. Didn't really matter. And even in the round where you knocked down the second time, there's an argument that could be made that in that 12th round when Fury got up off the canvas that he won that round so convincingly when he got off the canvas that you could score that a 9-9 round. Straight up, you could score that a 9-9 round. I mean, I hate scoring rounds 9-9. I think it's BS or 10-10, 9-9, 10-10. I hate scoring rounds that are draws. But Fury got up and was whooping his ass so badly in that 12th round that you could legitimately score a 9-9 round. That's a debate that needs to be had. And I think that's something people are overlooking. People are getting so caught up in the knockdown itself and then Fury getting up like an Undertaker that they're forgetting everything that preceded that, everything that happened after it. So that's an argument that can be made. But to be honest with you, I think, to be honest, like people who are sitting here and massaging Deontay Wilder's ears, saying that he won the fight and all this crap, you guys are hurting Deontay Wilder more than you are helping him. I'll repeat that again. For those of you who are massaging Deontay Wilder's ears by telling him he won this fight, you are hurting him more than you are helping him. And I will explain why right now, because it's this reason. Okay, Deontay Wilder knows he lost. All you need to do is go look at his facial expression after the fight ended, and he knew he lost. You had his team when the decision was announced. You guys, I forgot what video I saw it in, but I saw a video when the decision was announced as a draw. You had his team jumping up like they just won like they just won the fight. So that shows you that his team thought he lost. He thought he lost, and people, you're hurting him because now instead of Wilder being accountable and saying, "Hey, look, I may have gotten a draw, but I really lost this fight and I know it." Now, instead of going back to the gym to make the proper adjustments, now he's going to think to himself he can fight the exact same way, with the exact same game plan, just following Fury around the ring, looking for that one big shot, and thinking that that's going to be okay for him. And meanwhile, there's so many things there's so many things that if Wilder just fine-tuned him this much, he could make his life a lot easier. He could really put himself in a great position to have a statement kind of performance and beat Tyson Fury. I'll be honest with you, I believe that. If Deontay Wilder was able to start going to that body a little more, and if he gave Fury that to worry about, start taking gas off that tank and going to that body a little more, and then mixed it up with that vicious 1-2, he would really put Fury in a world of hurt. I think he's capable of doing that. And I think you could say the same for Fury. There's things Fury could have did from his side of things that I think would have really put him over the top against Wilder. I think if Fury can come in around, as far as his weight, if he comes in around anywhere from 240 to 2, because he was like 256. So if he comes in around 245-ish against Wilder, very light on his feet, Wilder's not laying a glove on him. He could barely lay a glove on him now, and it was his first big fight in all this time, and he was at 256, which is a little higher than he was during the Klitschko fight. So I'm just saying, man, both these guys have room for improvement, and if there is a rematch. But for the Wilder side of things, because Fury's going to be. The thing I like about Fury and fighters, like what his mentality is, a guy like him is. I mean this in a great way. He's pissed off for greatness. Like, a guy really thinks he's the best heavyweight, and he wants to prove it. And now even more so than ever, he's got his own causes he's fighting for, like mental health and all this stuff that he's a strong advocate for. So he has this bigger cause he's fighting for. And he feels he won the fight, and he's secure in his performance. He thought he won the fight. But that he knows, and I know, and everyone knows that there's things he could have did better in that fight. From the showboating kind of got in trouble and got knocked down in the first place. I would definitely say for Fury, I'd love to see him go to the body more, because there was a couple instances in the fight towards the middle rounds where he would throw these really good body shots, and Wilder would grimace, and you could tell like it would take some gas out the tank. And I think for a little bit of time, there really wasn't anything on Wilder's punches. For a couple rounds, there really wasn't. You go back and watch, Wilder was gassed, and it was some of those body shots in the middle rounds that had an effect on him. So I think if Fury were to focus on the body more, he would do a lot better in the fight against Wilder. And he's gonna know these things, and he's gonna make the proper adjustments. He's gonna come in even better shape for this fight, and he'll leave no stones unturned for his next performance, as he did for this performance. But I know that now that he's had 12 rounds, he can see where he went wrong, and he's gonna make those adjustments. Wilder, on the other hand, he's gonna be the boy who cried wolf, and he's gonna have a lot of the American boxing public. Well, not even. We can't even say that a lot of the American boxing public. A couple people in the American boxing public, from media members to some of his fans, massaging his earlobes, saying that he won the fight when he didn't win the fight. We all know he didn't win the fight. The world knows he didn't win the fight. We all know that the decision that came forth in this fight was the best decision for both fighters and all parties involved, being the promoters as well. Like, a controversial draw is the best thing that could have happened to Wilder and Fury, because now you got like 95% of people saying Fury won. You got a 5%, but I'll say a very loud and obnoxious 5% saying that Wilder won the fight. And then, you got neither one of them losing their O. And then it was still a very entertaining fight that people are going to talk about. And then now you got Wilder doing media rounds here in America, getting a lot more exposure. And people are talking a lot more about this fight in boxing. So really, in the grand scheme of things, this was the best thing that could have happened to Wilder and Fury, straight up. But it may not for Deontay Wilder. It may not be the best thing in the long haul because, like I said, there are some very, 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 very obvious adjustments he needs to make to beat Fury, because Fury's going to make his adjustments, and there's no way in hell Fury is going to go up a level his next fight. He will go. Mark my words. He will go up a level this fight. I told you guys. I came out here and I told you guys before you fought Wilder. I said, especially in my 2-3 reasons videos. I told you why Deontay Wilder wasn't going to beat Fury, why he would struggle, why he wouldn't look good, and take away the 2 knockdowns. He didn't look good against Fury. He really didn't. And it was for all the exact reasons I listed, that he would overextend in his punches, that he wouldn't know how to punch up towards, he's not used to punching up. He's not going to know what to do. All that stuff. You go watch the videos. I don't need to reiterate all of it, but so I'm telling you guys again, Fury is going to get, if and when the dream match does take place, Fury is going to fight even better than he fought in this fight. Even better than he fought in this fight. Because like I said, he's settled in on a good training regimen now. He seems to have really found some great chemistry with Ben Davison, who I think you should be getting a lot more credit than he's getting for what he's done with Tyson Fury. God bless him. He's done a great job as a trainer. And truthfully speaking, this is probably the first time in Tyson Fury's whole entire boxing career, and in this even before and after he beat Klitschko, where you could fully say this guy is disciplined. He's settled in, and he's here to stay. Because even before he beat Klitschko, he was a guy that had long layoffs. All the time. He was having long layoffs. Then when he beat Klitschko, he was out there for 3 years. So now it's he's found this new trainer, Ben Davison, who really, really has done a great job for him. He listens to him, and he has a bigger cause for fighting for, which I'll say again, is the whole mental health thing, which he's a big advocate for. And a fighter with purpose and a fighter who's motivated is a dangerous, dangerous fighter. And a fighter with all that purpose and motivation that has his, because Tyson Fury is one of the rare fighters, man. He has the right mixture of skills, toughness, boxing IQ, and talent. He has all that. He has all that stuff. He has the right mixture of it all. Because you get some guys who are talented, but they don't have no toughness, and then you got guys who have toughness, but they're not really talented. So he has, to me, out of all 3 of these guys, between Wilder, Fury, and Joshua, to me, he is the complete package. Truthfully speaking, I'll be honest with you. So let me know what you guys in the comments down below. Deontay Wilder, I got a bit off topic there, but Deontay Wilder pretty much just saying that he's not being pretty much in denial, being delusional, saying that he won this fight and he overextended and he got off his game plan and all this stuff, and he was impatient, he was anxious. He wasn't anxious because there was a big fight. He was anxious because he fucking couldn't find Fury for the first 5 to 6 rounds of the fight. So, see my language, but I'm just saying, give the man his credit. And to all you Wilder fans out there and people out there who are massaging his earlobe by saying he won this fight or got a draw, you're doing the man a lot more harm than you are good, and you'll find that out later. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. I'll leave the Instagram posts and all that stuff for you guys to come to your own surmise. Like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me. Until next time, take care, guys.